Alright, shalom, shalom. Shabbat Abadi from YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, AHBAD. I'm profitable service, St. Petersburg, Florida, GMS Tampa Bay 12. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to my elder apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Single honor and salutations to all your sisters, brothers. Peace and blessings to the 1/3. Peace and blessings to the confusion, the faces of the four corners of the earth as well. Shalom, peace and blessings be unto you all. Understanding what I heard one of the elders say before, and it makes so much sense. The highest office in the nation of Israel is a prophet. Okay, even the prophet have executive. I'll just put in some layman term. Even the prophet has executive power. You know, over a king. You know, if you look at Nathan when he was speaking to David, I believe it's 2 Samuel the 11th chapter, about the parable he told him about the man who took another man's goat. And he said, you know, where is this man? He must reimburse him, or he must be dealt with accordingly before the congregation. And then he basically said, you are that man. That's the prime example of what we must do in this ministry. Okay, we're supposed to enforce the law. Okay, and we are supposed to be diligent in our works and honest and constantly examine ourselves. But we must always remember that this has always been a part of our heritage. And I'm going to bring this out. This is Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. How are they being condemned? They're being condemned by the words. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahawah, and their righteousness is of me, say of Yahawah. So what makes us righteous? The Lord, Yahweh Shai, by shedding his blood for us. Who is that? The elect, the 144,000. There's 12,000 men out of each tribe of Israel. So that means we've been given dominion through the Spirit to go out and preach this word. And see, that's why much more is required of us, because we know the gospel. Understand? We know the gospel. The world, matter of fact, the words that we speak in has been hid from the beginning of time, but has now been made manifest. Let me bring this out real quick. I believe this is where I want to go. No, Salaki, I'm going to Colossians chapter 1, verse 26. Listen to this. Even the mystery which have been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. Understand? But that means we have the Holy Spirit, because things that were written during the time of Isaiah, time of Daniel, during the time of Peter and Paul, you know, Zechariah, those things, there was a lot of prophecies that was written down that have not happened or are happening now. So that goes to show you that what's being manifest to us today has already been manifest to us prior. Why you think we have dominion over the scriptures? Malachi 3:16. That book of remembrance for those who sigh, cry, and think upon the name of the Lord and keep his commandments. You know, those are the ones who have dominion over all flesh on the earth through the Spirit of Yahawah. What does that mean? In judgment. We're not talking about physically, in judgment, okay? In the Spirit. We're supposed to be doing these things, speaking these words to the people. To whom, verse 27, to whom Yahawah would made known that it's the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Mashiach in you, the hope of glory. What does that mean? Because before the mystery, we didn't know who we were. But the mystery being revealed to us, starting with Abba Bivens on down. Okay? So now that just goes to show you that right now, this is the time to where the Most High will raise up his prophets, and where we are to be defending the whole gospel. Why do we got to think about this? You know, Jake like basketball. That's my sport. But we all know it's a lot of cats out there that got handles. They can dunk. They got good defense. But how many people you know have good defense? A lot of people like to shoot, pull up from the three, a little spin move, fancy layups. But a lot of people trash on defense, man. That's the problem. There have been so many offenses towards the gospel and towards the word that people don't even know how to defend it. And the reason why they don't know how to defend it, because the Lord hasn't given them the, what's the word I'm looking for? They haven't been given the green light or the spirit on how to yield this sword. They yielding it all wrong. They cutting themselves. Because what do? We come with the truth. Because all they've been speaking was lies for the longest. That's where the offenses come from, by lying. This is Jude 1 and 3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it is needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that ye shall earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. When you're thinking about a contention, contending means you are in a battle. You're fighting. But there are much more offenses out here in the truth than there are of those who speak the truth. So we're constantly fighting and battling every day. Why? Because the earth been given to the hands of the wicked. So there are more wicked spirits, more wicked people in this world than there are of the righteous. But remember, the Lord said us bringing forth judgment is a part of our heritage, and our righteousness is of Him. So the Lord's not dealing with everybody. So everybody's not defending the gospel. There's so many agents out there. James White. Okay? I even say Nathaniel from IUIC. You have Vocab Malone, a.k.a. Dr. Edom Malone. Okay? You have so many people on the comment boards. Individuals used to put brothers' real legal names out there, slave names and all of that. Always trying to find a way to try to suppress this truth, but you can't. It's like living waters, man. It's flowing. And we're going to continue to push this word until we out of here. But remember what they say. They say defense wins championships. See, everybody like to just speak, and on what they know and just do what they know, you know, what was taught to them. But when it comes down to actually cutting people, when it comes down to actually laying a hammer down, they don't know how to do it because they don't know how to yield a sword. You know what? It's like there are 144,000 Excaliburs. So everybody can't just pick up the Bible and read it. They can't. If you can't pull it from the stone, don't even touch it. And that's what it's like right now. So the world is against us, man. we're literally the 300. You know, the Lacedaemonians from the stock of Abraham. It's really us against everybody. The world. Why? Because the world hated YAHAWASHI. This is Philippians. So they hate us too. This is Philippians chapter 1 verse 16. The one preached Mashiach a contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds. All we're doing is bringing out the truth, and they want to add affliction to our bonds. Why? Because they're bringing contention amongst the word. Like I was listening to Elder Yashwan, but he was saying first, they'll laugh at you. He said, he said first they ignore you, then they'll laugh at you, then they'll try and fight you. But they're losing right now. They thought it was a joke like the elder was saying. But now all these things are coming to pass. It's June. Well, the microchip been here. Oh, Esau Edom is done away with. Even the so-called Jews said that Edom is a modern Jewry. All right? Thermonuclear warheads are not in the Bible. Ezra was talking about an arrow shot from one end of the earth. He's telling you a vision of a weapon he saw that he could only correlate with weaponry during that time. Understand? That's the heaviness of it all. A lot of people can't understand and get this gospel, so they're not even in defense of it. So they'll guess what? So if they're not in defense of the gospel, then who are they offending? They have to be trying to offend those who are in defense of the gospel. You're going to defend some. You're not going to. If you've been called to come out, if you're a police officer, you've been called to come out to a domestic call or something, violence, whatever. You're gonna go out there, right, to the place, but without that address, you don't know what you're defending. So if you don't know which direction you're going in, what spirit you're going in, how do you know what you're defending? Because one thing Christianity is not going in or coming into, the spirit of prophecy. If you're not coming in that spirit, if you're not following that spirit, you don't know what you're defending. Philippians 1 and 17. But the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel. We are set up in defense of the gospel. The words of YAHAWASHI, which YAHAWASHI is the word that's been since the beginning of time. He already laid the foundation with his blood. We just have to defend this foundation. What are we defending? That third temple, man, that's being built spiritually right now before your eyes. We coming in for our own salvation as well. It's such a beautiful thing to be in this ministry, brothers. And for you sisters who also believe too, just continue in this faith. There's nothing they can do against us, man. Because this truth is flourishing. It is taking off. And nobody can stop the flow. It's like them levees that broke. You ain't stopping this flow, man. Alright? I got one more precept. And I'm going to close out through the Spirit. Luke 21:15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. But they gainsay to this day, 2 Peter the 3rd chapter. But one thing they cannot resist, the truth and the prophecy that are coming to pass. Like Like Dr. Edom Malone said, all his Christian friends say they don't believe in hell anymore. Now they in the bars getting drunk. Well, you know what the scripture says? Give a strong drink to him who's ready to perish. They realizing that their end is nigh, and our beginning is nigh. 2 Ezra 6:7. But remember, much more is required of us because we are in defense of the gospel. Because there are many more of them that offend the gospel rather than defend it. And the gospel is what? The good news for who? Israel. How? Because we get salvation in the dominion in the kingdom of heaven forever and ever, forever. Okay? And nonetheless, I just want to speak on this real quick. I pray y'all was edified. Hey, like I always say, man, ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Shalom, Israel.